So some pretty cool news regarding Godzilla and regarding the Monsterverse and different titans that are in the Monsterverse. So we have Titanus Tiamat here. This is from Godzilla Dominion. This is from a comic book that has sort of acted as a prequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. However, a conceptual artist from Godzilla King of the Monsters revealed what his render of Titanus Tiamat would have looked like on screen. So we're going to take a look at that today. And as always, if you're new here, consider liking the video. That helps out the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy my content on Godzilla or the Monsterverse or Marvel or DC or Star Wars, and consider subscribing as well. And with all that being said, let's get into the video.
The Eternal Faith.
Alright guys, so we're over here on GodzillaMovies.com, and this is just some beautiful concept art for Titanus Tiamat. And obviously this is a lot different than seeing him in a comic book. Seeing what he would have looked like in live action is pretty epic, and he definitely resembles some monsters from the old Toho universe, so we're going to take a look at that as well. So it says, today we're thrilled to announce the introduction of Tiamat, a brand new original titan to the official Monsterverse family of monsters. What makes this titan so special, however, is it's the first time to my knowledge a fan of the Godzilla community has been involved in producing official material acknowledged by a studio. Tiamat, a reptilian very akin to Toho's Mando, was created by our very own Dopope. Fans should be more than familiar with Dopope's work since we've featured a number of his creations over the years. His career has really taken off recently, and we couldn't be happier for him now. Below is some of his amazing artwork he created for Tiamat, along with a brief description. Be sure to click the links at the foot of this article to see more of Dopope's work and to stay connected with him through social media. Now, it just shows that Legendary and, the people who create the Monsterverse are in touch with the fan base, and it's really awesome to see, especially in contrast to something like Warner Brothers, where they just refuse to listen to the fan base time and time again. So let's take a look at these images down here. Now, this is the first image of Tiamat, which looks really epic. This looks amazing. I mean, this concept art would have been so cool to see on screen in live action. A scene with Godzilla maybe fighting Tiamat or something in the ocean. But Godzilla vs. Kong was a packed movie, so maybe it would have been tricky to fit that in to begin with, but it would have been cool to see nonetheless. Now, here is a quote from Dopope himself. It says, "I'm thrilled to be able to post my official Monsterverse concept development artworks for Titanus Tiamat. Here you can see the various shifts in ideas and forms as we tried to solidify a distinct silhouette for what would become one of the major titans of the Monsterverse." So cool, so cool. I'm so happy for this guy. That's really insane and epic that you can just be such a passionate fan and create artwork that actually becomes rendered in the Monsterverse itself. That's just so cool to have happen. So props to him, and props to Legendary as well and the team that worked on the Monsterverse. So it says, Godzilla Dominion graphic novel is where Tiamat makes her first appearance, drawn beautifully by Drew Johnson. Working with the team at Legendary is by far one of my greatest achievements in my career and an absolute honor. Having anything to do with this awesome franchise is a dream come true. A huge thank you to Michael Daughtry, the director of Godzilla King of the Monsters, obviously, and Legendary for giving me that chance. I mean, how cool would it be to create concept art for a creature that actually ends up in the Monsterverse? Like I said before, that's just some really rare stuff that doesn't happen a lot in Hollywood. So right here is the concept art. Now look at that. You can see that it looks kind of like a Dilophosaurus. The way his gills, I guess they are, sort of flare up. I think it can also be interpreted to look sort of like a cobra as well, but it definitely reminds me of a Dilophosaurus. Then you see down here another image. These are different renders of what his face would have looked like. I like this one here, but it goes down. That's a cool one there, and I like the colors, but I really like the design of this one, specifically the teeth. Now this here is some rendered concept art of her power, which is her ability to spiral her body up and sort of make water tornadoes. How epic is that? This would have been amazing to see on screen, guys. Some more concept art here, different concept art, different renders of what Tiamat could have looked like. Here is Tiamat on land, it looks like, or maybe just on shore. Tiamat underwater, and Tiamat looks like she is preparing to strike, and this would be obviously a time where her fangs, or I'm sorry, her gills, I guess, would sort of flare outward. This is all just really amazing concept art. So comment down below, let me know what you think about this. I just had to get this out on my channel because this is kind of a relatively new titan in the Monsterverse, as she just made her first appearance in the Godzilla Dominion graphic novel. So check that out if you want to check that out as well. I'll put a link to where you can buy that on Amazon in the comments. That's all I have for today, guys. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until the next video, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.
I failed my mission and now I'm working with the enemy. And I can't even get that right. I have apparently hurt Amethyst's feelings, which was not my intent.